Welcome back to the Single Dad's online YouTube channel, Online Dad, and I am the Online Dad. In my last video, we talked about the different strategies that you could use to try and help make the holiday and Christmas season more enjoyable for both you and your kids. One of the last things I mentioned in that video was that gift giving was not a competition. So this video is going to focus on the art of gift giving. And understand that I came up with these strategies because if there was a mistake to be made at Christmas time, especially when it came to gift giving, I made it. So while we're always going to make mistakes as parents and as single dads, I'm hoping some of these strategies will help minimize those mistakes. So the first thing I'm going to say to you is that for the sake of your kids, I hope you maintain a relationship with your ex. Because it's still their mom, and you want to maintain that relationship for their sake. You're going to be going to graduations together, church functions together, and you've got to be able to put your differences aside for those kids. Christmas is definitely one of them. So strategy number one is set a budget. Now, everybody is different in their means and what they feel they should or should not spend at the holiday season, but set the budget. Don't outspend your ex. Hopefully your ex won't outspend you, but keep it within your budget. Don't max out your credit cards. Don't take a loan out, because what will happen is next Christmas will come and you're still paying for the previous Christmas. Stay within your budget. Again, it's not about the amount of gifts your kids get. It's about being with you at the holiday season. So stay with that budget. Second is the Christmas list. If your kids are too young to articulate what to get them for Christmas, and it's even more important that you talk with your ex about the different things you can get your kids from both sides of the family. And try and keep those lists separate. Separate from mom's side, separate for your side. And then you need to share those lists or portions of that list for your other family members because you want to explain to them that, you know what, if you don't want to be disappointed and give them something they already have, then here's the list to go off of. And then when your kids get older and they can give you a Christmas list, you have to understand you're parenting from two different households. Well, so when you get that list, chances are there are multiple items that are duplicated on the list they gave their mom. From their aspect is if Santa forgets to get it to moms, then Santa will remember to do it for dads, or vice versa. So that's when you call, email, text your ex, and you compare those lists. And you split up those lists. Now, part of the art of gift giving is every parent wants to be that parent when that your son or daughter opens up that special gift and you see the joy in their eyes and you feel the warmth and they give you a big hug and they're all giddy. You're walking on cloud nine. Every parent wants that. But it may not be possible. If it's one or two gifts, they're special gifts, you know what, then you guys split that up. But if it's one special gift a season, there's no right or wrong way to handle this, but you need to talk to your ex about it because not every parent can be that parent, especially if it's only one item, that special item that they get. Maybe you need to take turns. Maybe you split it up if you got more than one child. The special gift is at mom's and the other special gift is with the other child. There's no right or wrong. You'll say, well, if the one child opens a special gift and the other child doesn't get a special gift, then they're going to be disappointed. It's real simple. Just say, oh, you know what? You're going to your dad, you're going to your grandpa. Maybe Santa dropped it off there. They forgot to drop it off here. You make real light about it. And while it might be weighing on their mind that they didn't get it, they'll slowly forget about that and they'll be anxiously waiting for the next visit. The next part of the art of gift giving is I guarantee you in the 18 to 22 years that your kids are with you as kids, not as adults, as kids, that you're going to find, they're going to open that gift and go, oh, I already have one. Oh, now I have two. And I can tell you the disappointment you will have if you haven't experienced already is gut-wrenching. You're angry, you're frustrated, you were robbed of that warm, fuzzy feeling that you get from your kids when they open that special gift. But you have to put your best game face on for that. Okay? You need to say to them, oh, okay, then we can take it back and get something else. Or if it's one of those things that, hey, we can have two in the house, one at mom's, one at dad's, you put your best game face on. If you're still frustrated, you excuse yourself. Hey, I got to walk the dog. Hey, I'm a little warm. I'm going to go outside for a second and get your composure together. But do not call your ex, text your ex, go into a bedroom and close the door and call your friend and vent because your kids are going to hear it. Okay? It's not about you. It's about them. So just Put your best game face on, and if you do get a duplicate gift, oh, okay, now, sometimes that happens when Santa's delivering to two different houses. We can probably get it taken back and exchange it for something else you want. Or, again, if it's a game station or something that, two could be at the house, leave that suggestion up there as well. Right? And then the last thing I'm going to say to you is enjoy your children for the holiday. You are there to celebrate Christmas and the message that Christmas is going to be, and that does include some gift giving. Don't let the gift giving overwhelm or consume you for the holiday seasons. They want to be with you. The gifts are the bonus. So if you stick to a budget, compare lists, and if you can't compare lists, then try and talk with your kids to explain to them, hey, you know what? I know you've given a list to your mom. You want to make sure that the lists aren't the same because the last thing you want are duplicate presents. And while someone may smile and say, oh, yeah, I'd like 2 iPhones. Say, well, realistically, that's not fair. And, there's no need for you to have 2 iPhones. You want to give it separate. And then just take it all in. And you'll find that your kids are having just as good a time whether you give them 1 gift or you give them 20 gifts. It's about being with them. Stocking stuffers are a great way to augment that gift giving. There are tons of places online and stores you can go to that have little gimmicks and gadgets that you can put in their stockings beyond the typical candy or candy canes or little dollar store, dime store toys. Tons of things out there to fill up that stockings. Remember my mom, when we got older, she would put things like coffee in our stockings, little packets of coffee, lottery tickets. The list goes on and on. Find those special gadgets that they might like and use that, the stocking, as a way to augment that. But remember, again, it's not about a competition. It's about being with your kids. So as you continue to shop, or if you're like me, you wait till the last minute to do your shopping, keep that in mind that you want that communication with your ex and you want to keep it all in perspective. So that's it for now. Have a great rest of the day. You're an awesome dad and your kids will love you unconditionally. So stay tuned for the next video. If you want, subscribe. Go to my website, www.singledadsonline.org. Check out some of the articles there, and I'd love to hear from you about some of the strategies that have worked for you over the years. All right, have a great rest of the day.